Guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for always watching me. I'm grateful. And so today we are going to sew this Maxi style. And so please, if you are watching me and you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. So we are going to use elastic band. We are also going to use chiffon for the sleeve. Yes, okay. And I have lining and the fabric. You can choose not to line it, that would be so cool, but I have decided to line it. It's a personal preference, so you can choose not to. And so I have the fabric under and the lining. Now the width of the fabric is 18.5. That is folded into 4, so when I open it's going to be 37 on each side. Do you get it? Okay. Then the length of it, I have the length of 51 here. Because it's off shoulder, the off shoulder will come and join and everything will be okay. So I have a length of 51. When I add the off shoulder, that I'm going to make 6 inches. If I take 1 inch from it for sewing allowance, it's going to be 56, and that will be okay for me. To place my armhole here, okay, and I'm taking 6 inches from it. So I'll place the 6 inches here, and then I'm going to mark 10 inches here. So this is 10. Okay, then I'll come to the neckline. So let me place my bust here. The bust that I want is, the bust is 46, so that's 11.5. that's divided by 4. 11.5, 2 inches for ease, 1 inch for sewing allowance. So I'm going to make it 15 here, and that will be okay. I curve here, and I'm going to curve it out. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so let's see what I have here. Okay, I'm going to go in like 1 inch. It should be okay. It will be okay, no problem. So what I have here is 3.5, so I'm making it 4.5, which is okay. Because at the end of the day I'll add the sleeve to it together, so everything will be okay. And so what I have here is, yes, this is okay for me. And then I'll come to this side. I'm just going to mark 1 inch. You can decide to leave it like that, but I'll just measure 1 inch here. I'm going to place my curve here and take it to the armhole point. As I said, you can choose to leave it like that. So I'm going to cut it. So this is okay. There's no need shaping the waist and hip. This is okay. If you want to do that, fine, but this is a gathered dress, so I'm not going to shape anyway. But if you think you want to shape the waist a little, then you can place your 6 inches here. You place your 6 inches here, then you measure your waist. So in this case, my shoulder to waist is 17 plus half is going to be 17.5. Then you place the waist measurements here, but I'm not going to do it like that. I'm leaving it this way. Okay, so the next thing that I will do is I'm going to cut the sleeve. So this is what I'm going to use for my sleeve. The length that I have here is 24. I actually need 22, but I made it 24. I'll still add band to it because I want it to fall on it a bit, not so much. And then the width depends on the armhole. My armhole is 20, divided by 2 is going to be 10. Then I added 2 inches to it, making 12. Okay, so just as I placed 6 inches here, I'm going to place it at the armhole also, the same thing. And then I'll come to this part and then measure 1 inch. and then I'm going to come here 4.5, just as I did for the other one, the dress. Okay, so I'm going to mark it out. Cut the dress and the sleeve the same way. So this is it. Now when we come to the down here, I'm going to divide this, but I'm not going to divide it entirely. So I'm going to come here, the shoulder part here, and I'm going to measure 3 inches from there. So this is it. So I'll cut it from here, divide it from here. You can choose to leave it like that. Then I'll come here also, the down part here. I'm going to, instead of 3 inches, I'm going to make it 1.5. So this is it. I'll gather this, so no need measuring the wrist. Do you get it? Okay, so I'm going to divide it here equally. Okay, so we have it open this way. Let me come down a bit. Because okay, so this is it. So what we are going to do now with the sleeve, as for the sleeve, no need to line it, no need lining it. So I'm just going to open it up this way. You can use bias to do it, then or fold it this way and then this way, and sew on top all through. You can also use bias to secure it. Do you get it? Then after, the next thing that I'll do is put it together. Then I'm going to measure 1 inch here, and I'll measure 1/2 inch at the armhole point. Do you get it? Okay, and then join it and sew it straight. Okay, so let me put this aside. Then for the fabric, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the lining from the down, front parts of it from the down. Okay, this is the wrong part. This is the wrong part of the fabric, and this is the right part. So I'm going to attach it this way from there, pull it all through down, and then pull it to be equal with this, but I'm not going to I'll pull it to be equal with this, and then run a quick stitch on it. I'm not going to sew it and then turn it. No, I'll just run a quick stitch on it. I'll do it and you understand. When it comes to the front of the style, I'm going to create a slit there. So I've added the lining to it, and this is the wrong part of the fabric. Okay, the wrong part. This is the right side, and so this is for front, and so I'm going to mark it from the right side. So this is, I want the slit to be on my right leg. Do you get it? So I'm going to mark it from here, and then where I want the slit to stop, I'm going to place my 6 inches here, to measure where I want my slit to stop. And I want it to stop at 38, but I'm going to make it 39 because of sewing allowance. Okay, I'll make it 38.5. Okay, then I'm going to measure this slit line here. I'm going to measure 12 inches. Then I'll come here, 12 inches also here. and that's where I want it to be. Okay, so I'm going to cut it up to this point. Now you can decide how long you want your slit to be, but this is okay for me. So I'm going to divide it to this point. I'm going a bit more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will turn it this way, then I'm going to join it at the right side. Do you get it? At the right side of it. Okay, so I'll sew. So I'll sew on this, I'll sew on this, sew on this also, then I'll sew on the slits here or down. Then I'll create a notch, turn it inside and iron. So I'll do that, then we'll continue. Okay guys, so I'm done adding the lining to it, and this is the front part, so you see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join front and back together, right side facing right side. I'm going to mark 1/2 inch here at the armhole point, 1/2 inch, and then I'll mark 1 inch at the down here and join it straight and then sew on top. Then after, so let me hold it with pins. So when I mark the 1/2 inch, so here I'm going to have it this way, see. And this is my sleeve, so I've joined the sleeve also. I've joined it by 1/2 inch at the armhole area, and I'm going to join it armhole to armhole this way. And I'm going to sew everything together. Okay, so because this is chiffon, you get some excess, so I'll hold it a bit more and then sew everything together. See. Okay, so at the end of the day, I'm going to have it this way, you see. So hope you see. So this is the sleeve, and then this is the other part of the sleeve. You get it? Okay. And so I'm going to use this to secure the ends. So what I have here is almost 5 inches, which is okay. So I'll hold it this way together, and I'm going to take it all around this way, you see. Place it here and sew it all around. You see. Sew it all around this way. Then on the sleeve also, you see, all around this way. So you see, so I'll do it all around. Okay, and then after, I'm going to gather the sleeve parts here. I have this to make my band. The length is 13.5, or the length is yes 14. So what I'll do is I'm going to cut lining for this also, because I want it to be heavy. I'll cut lining for it, join it here, then I'm going to gather this for it to be equal with this, the breadth. Do you get it? For it to be equal with this, then I'll attach it to it. So I'll do that and come and show it to you. Okay guys, so here is it. I've added it to it, and I left some small space here. See, so that I can pass through my elastic band. So I'm going to pass it through and then pull it to, so I'll pull it to how tight I want it to be. What I have here is like okay, so I'll pull it more because my shoulder round is like 48, so I'm going to pull this more. So what I have here is okay, so let's pull it and see. Okay, so this is okay. So when I pull it, I have about 66. I have about 66, so it's okay. So this is okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to sew this. I'm going to secure it. Then after, I'll pull it in and then sew this down and I'll knit it. Okay, then we come to the sleeve. I have done one. See, so all that I need to do is join it. So I'll measure 5 inches, that is 10 inches for my wrist. So 10 inches divided by 2, making 5, and then I'll sew it through. So I'm going to do the same thing for this. So instead of the gathers, I chose to pleat it. So I'll just place it down this way. Then I'll be pleating it and be sewing on top. Pleating it and be sewing on top all to the end of this. Okay, so I'll do that and come and show it to you. So here is it. I am done with it. So this is the opening side, you see. I'm done with everything. This is the back and this is the front. See, yes, so I decided to go up a bit. So this is it, we are done. So what I did was I tightened it a bit, just reduced 2 inches here, 2 inches here. I felt it was too loose, so I decided to reduce some inches from the width. Okay, so this is it, and this is my belt, about 100 inches, very long one. Yes, 100 inches length, and this is 2 inches. So this is it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. Bye bye.